Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Hello. Happy Friday. I'm so excited it's Friday. It has been a week. I don't know about you guys.
Morning.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. So, you know what? I did a count. I went into our tracker, and we've missed 1 week. We had some difficulties, but we have been live 15 weeks out of
Yep.
16.
That's really good.
15
Good.
Fridays. We even showed up Christmas Eve morning with our family.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
New Year's Eve with
Yeah.
Karen. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't think it was 15. It doesn't feel like that long, but we have been live for 15 weeks out of
Yeah.
16. So
That's pretty
yay!
awesome. Yay.
And we have, go ahead.
It's been fun. No, it's been fun. It's been amazing because we weren't sure how long it was going to keep going. Because
Yeah.
we're like, are we going to still be able to find people that are going to want to come and join us and share their Friday mornings with us and their stories and about
Yeah.
their journey and stuff. And we're
We have
so blessed. Yeah.
we have a few empty spots to fill because we kind of slacked a little the last few weeks. We were doing really well and like popping people in, no problem, but we've just kind of stopped. But we need to but we have like people all the way up till June. And then I'm pretty excited because we have a big, huge team camp out and like a business meeting, and we're going to go live from it. So
Yeah, that's
Nice.
awesome.
I think that's like my goal is we're going to go live every Friday until that week for sure. Like that's my goal.
And we're going to celebrate some big milestones when we do that.
Yeah. Anyways, hello everyone. You know Jennifer and I. You see us every week. I am Charlene, and I am a homeschooling mom to 6, and then I have a bonus daughter, my stepdaughter as well. I'm from Grand Prairie, Alberta, and I've been in this business almost 3 years. So,
Wow.
yeah, I'm here, and that's my story. And Jennifer, take it away.
And I'm Jennifer. I live just outside of Grand Prairie in a little hamlet, Teepee Creek. Absolutely love it. Search it up. It's we're known for our rodeos every summer.
I
It's a
love
lot
the
of fun.
rodeo.
It's so much fun. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm also a homeschooling mom to our son. He's 10. I have 2 adult children and a few grandbabies. They're fun. My grandson, well, I have 3 bonus grandkids, and my grandson is actually going to be 3 years old in a couple of weeks. So it's so exciting, and we've been able to spend those 3 years with him every single day if we choose. It's a lot of fun. So when his mama needs a break, he comes over to grandma and papa's house. Yeah, and I've been in the business 4 years, and I absolutely love it. If you hop on my page and you see my dog loves it too. I shared a little bit of my how much my dog loves it yesterday.
I saw that. Aw.
And yeah, and we have the pleasure of chatting with Crystal this morning, so we'll let her introduce herself and a little bit about her journey.
Well, my name is Crystal, and I actually come from Red Deer, Alberta. I have 2 adult children who have blessed me with 5 grandchildren. 5. So ranging from age 9 right down to almost 2.
Aw.
And every one of them are absolutely incredible and have stolen a little piece of my heart. So
Yeah.
I have been in this business now for just a year, just a year, and I'm enjoying the journey, and I'm looking forward to keep moving forward in my business. It's been such a learning experience. Actually, it's been incredible.
Hi,
Yeah.
Wade. Hi,
Thank you
Karen.
for
Hi,
having me on.
Jennifer.
Oh, hi,
Ah.
Karen.
Speaking of grandbabies, so you have 2 children, Crystal, and 5 grandbabies. So I have 7 kids total.
Yeah,
How
so
many
you're going to have
You know what? I need like a business just to support those grandchildren at Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll tell you, I sure do spoil them. I love those grandbabies of mine. They're everything.
I can wait, but I cannot wait to be a grandma. Like I can wait because my kids still have a lot of life, but I'm like, I want to spoil them and I want to take them. And I see you spend so much time with your grandkids and on your page, and of course, we're friends and we're on the same team. And so, I see a lot of your life, and you spend so much time with them, and I love that.
Well, I'm so lucky that they all live in Red Deer here with me. Like, not everybody has that with their grandkids, and I'm so blessed. And I mean, I'm never going to move away as long as they're here, because I didn't have grandparents to, grow up with. And I think it's such a wonderful opportunity. And, they steal my heart. And you're right. I do spend, pretty much all my time is spent with my grandchildren.
Karen, just, for your comment there at the bottom, I have talked to Jennifer, and, last week we were talking to Katrina, and she said you need to touch your dream. Touch your dream. My dream is like the Heartland Ranch. So we should maybe be able to fit everybody there. So we're good. We'll get there. I'm going to go to Heartland and touch the barn, touch the cabins. We're good. I got it. I've pre-planned this.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So Crystal, how are you, like, when you came into the business, how did you think it would fit into your life versus how it fits in today? Like, what were your expectations coming in, and now,
I think I had very realistic expectations. I believe that, with anything, you have to work at it.
Yeah.
And so I have always tried to work at it. There was times like I got COVID and I got really sick, and I didn't do anything during that time except try to live,
Yeah. It's an important job.
Yeah, pretty much. But even then, I was still showing up for the meetings and stuff as much as I could.
Yeah.
Because, I was alone, so what the hey. So I think I had very realistic expectations. I have a full-time job, I have grandchildren, and I do my business around those two things right now. And, it's not that hard if you're dedicated and you're consistent. And yeah, I'm not perfect. There's days that, I could have done a little bit more. But I find myself, sitting in bed at midnight, and sometimes because I've done nothing all day, so now I've got to get it done.
Yeah.
But that's my choice and that's my priority. And I've tried getting up early in the morning, and it's not working for me. So it's late at night now, and I'm not a night owl. But I'm determined.
Jennifer and I are night owls. Very frequently we'll be messaging each other 10, 11. Or, what I've been doing, I'll get some ideas, and it's like 2 a.m, and I roll over and I'm like, and I'll grab my phone and I'll like make a voice memo with my idea, and then I'll go back to sleep.
You have to do that because you lose it.
Yeah, you lose it. And sometimes I find like it's either when I'm ready for bed or when I'm in the shower. That's when my best ideas come. I am the most creative in the shower. I can sing. I can do it all in the shower.
Shower's the best place to be.
I know.
I might have to put my glasses on. Sorry, you guys. I never wear my glasses in public.
Okay.
But I want to be able to see you guys also. Sorry. There I am. There's my
I
old lady glasses.
You are beautiful. My goodness.
Oh, so hopefully I can see you now. So that's a good thing. Instead of squinting and, when all you see is my eyelids.
Important. Aw. I forgot what I was going to say. I had a thought.
Sorry about that.
No, it's not you. We have had a long couple of weeks. We have a cat. She had a kitten, but it was stillborn. And then we're not sure if she's still pregnant or not. I don't think she is now. I don't know. Anyways, cats are weird. Did you know cats can get pregnant multiple times in one heat? Anyways.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there for anybody that didn't know. Friday fun fact. Anyway.
Like I said, we keep it casual. We never know what we're going to talk about.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's 5. The cat's 5. But anyways, so it's been a long week of like sleepless nights and stuff. So I'm so scatterbrained is where I was going with this. But so I completely, it was not you at all. Yeah, I agree, Shelly. I'm more creative at night. I think it's because my kids go to bed, and then I finally have time for my brain to like shift the focus and stop and think business, So I don't know. Do you guys have a time you find yourself more creative?
I find myself more creative probably in the middle of the night. That's when I wake up and think of things.
Yeah.
Or when I'm driving.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm that person who, I mean, I don't have kids though in the car to distract me. So when I'm driving, I drive, don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. I'm that person who drives in complete silence.
Yeah.
So, I just listen to my brain and away I go.
Yeah.
I'm like that when I'm by myself, because I normally do have my son with me or my husband. It's the same thing. When I am by myself, the radio is either cranked up so loud I can't even hear myself think, or it's completely off. So
Mhm.
all I hear is my head
Yeah.
and everything that's coming to it. But I actually have some really good ideas when I'm driving too. I spend a lot of time driving. And
Mhm.
same thing, I use my voice memo and I come up with some really good stuff.
I love that. So, from a homeschooling perspective to a business perspective, I love that we can be creative and work our business around those times. Like, and my kids with homeschooling, one works better in the morning and one works better at night. Nobody is the same, right? So
Yeah.
it's really great that between homeschool and then business, we all can kind of make our own schedules and our own times to do things. Oh
Yeah,
my
the
goodness.
flexibility of it, right? Not being scheduled of like, oh, you have to be here at a certain time and this is, you have
Yeah.
6 hours or 8 hours here in the
Yeah.
office or whatever. I mean, we can, if we wake up early, we can work early. If we want to take a break from our, day-to-day stuff that we're doing in life and we
Yeah.
want to hop in the afternoon and plug in, we do that. If
Yeah.
we're night owls like some of us, you know, that's what I love about it is the flexibility. So I can still dedicate my time to what's important, which is my family. And then also too, I still want to be a contributing member in my household, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I like that. Right now, Jennifer's actually coming to us from a hotel room.
Awesome.
Yeah, right? You can take your business anywhere as long as you have that Wi-Fi connection. Or, lately I've been hotspotting off my phone because my laptop doesn't like me. But
Yeah.
I even did a few of our Fridays as we were traveling to Manitoba and back during the New Year, because my in-laws, my mother-in-law lives over in Manitoba, and yeah, so we were going to see her and coming back from seeing her, but she was in the car with us, and I was doing our Friday with friends in the car. It was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what we love about it. My
I
son
think that's
goes, yeah,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I think that's the most appealing part is the portability.
yeah.
The
yes,
portability, you can go anywhere, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, even when if you're coming to a point, like, say we go to our camping for a weekend and you're somewhere without service, you can schedule posts on your page. You can schedule videos. Your business is still running in the background because we advertise, right? So everything is still running and our emails still come in. We might not get them until we get back, but everything is still going, whether we are a part of it or not.
And it's okay to take that day off and not feel guilty about it, right?
Yeah.
We still need to take that time for ourselves and our families and stuff like that, So it's okay to unplug because we are automated and we're running 24/7. So when we personally need to check out, it's still there running for us. It's not like we need to physically be there for it to be working.
Yeah. We unplug fairly often, actually, in our house. I just find, and even like, for our business stuff, there's days where we spend lots of time on the computer, and then there's days where we don't. But in the end, it's our choice. It's never a must. It's always a choice. We get to choose. We get to,
Yeah.
Yes.
As a business owner, Crystal, what have you found that that gave you the most joy in being a business owner thus far? Like, I know for some people,
most joy.
Yeah.
You know what? I would have to say the community.
Yeah.
The community. Honestly, I went looking for a job. I found a business. But along with that came this incredible group of the most positive people I've ever met in my life. And I mean, these people have really lifted me up. They don't even know they have, but lifted me up when I needed it. So I would say the community. I mean, obviously having a business is a plus too, but
Yeah.
it's the community that keeps me. I mean, there's days when we all feel like, ugh. And then you just talk to one of them and it's like, oh, I know.
But I have to say, Crystal, too, like I've been, a part of your journey for the last year. I've known you since you've come in, and you have changed so much in such a good way. Like you've got so much more confidence than when you first came in. I mean, she comes to our team meetings now, and she volunteers to run them and do presentations now and stuff, and that's huge, so
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
But that speaks volumes of the people because they lift you up and they empower you and encourage you. I mean, that's huge because, everybody comes in with a little bit of, our own little baggage. We all have it. I mean, I'm going through a divorce that's been, a very heavy on my life. And, this team is just literally, everybody has your back. It's just incredible. Where can you go in this world where everybody is building their own business, but they're not out to sabotage you, they're out to help you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where, right here.
And there's no judgments. It doesn't matter what your situation is or who you are. Everybody that comes in is just another member of our family or community, or there's no judgments, which is amazing. So
and I think that you're not alone in that aspect of the community being there, even when we're silent on the other side of the screen and we're watching what's going on with all the positivity in the group and the the support, and we're like just a big bunch of cheerleaders cheering each other on, and we don't even know it. I was in a similar situation when I first came into the business, and I sat there for a year, and literally that group was my therapy every single day, and they didn't even know it. Right? They were what I needed in my life at that time. I didn't realize that I come in looking for a business, looking for something to do differently, but I didn't realize how much of an impact it would have on me.
Yes.
In a full circle.
Yeah. It's such a positive environment. I mean, how can you not become a better person in such a positive environment?
Yeah. I can't even. I mean, and we've talked about this before too. We can talk till we're blue in the face about how amazing this community and this opportunity is, but until you're actually in it and walking it day to day in your own shoes, you don't even realize. We can't even explain it.
Yeah. There's a feeling that you can't put into words.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, Shelly, Crystal has totally come out of her cocoon. Yes. I love it. And it's so fun to watch everybody come in and make such beautiful strides in their life.
Yeah.
It's personally, professionally, and in every sense of the word. It's a really beautiful thing to be a part of. So,
and you meet people and you build those friendships that you never would have met outside. I mean, Charlene and I live half an hour away from each other, but we would have never met if we weren't in this space right now. And it was another business owner in the community that put us in touch. It's pretty amazing. It really is. Yeah.
It's crazy how many things we have in common, and yet we probably still wouldn't have met.
Yeah, exactly. We probably would have been at the same play place or the same park or the same something. And we would have never spoke to each other, right?
No.
But then also too, the big groups that they have, like in the summertime, the meetups and stuff like that. Like for the past 2 summers, we went to Calgary and we met really amazing people there, and shared different stories, and we're learning all there together for the weekend and stuff like that. That's amazing. And when I went to Red Deer for the first time 3 summers ago, I met Deborah. I felt like I was meeting a celebrity. I actually cried when I met her. And listening to their stories in person, I mean, we hear it all the time, through the screen, but standing there listening to the stories of how life-changing this opportunity has been for people. I mean, I don't think there was a dry eye in the park that day. Like, it's amazing. So just envision yourself, standing up there telling your story. I envision myself telling my story too, and
One day soon.
It's
exactly.
coming.
One day
Yeah,
soon.
I might cry when I share a story. I don't know, or I laugh. I get really like awkwardly nervous.
I do too. I don't really like to talk about myself.
I never
find
know
that
what to talk about. Yeah, I don't like talking about myself. When I would go to a job interview, they always asked, "What's your best quality?" I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. What's your worst quality? And it's crazy. I could tell them my worst quality, but I couldn't tell them my best.
But could you do it now?
I probably could now. Now I can walk into an interview with confidence, and I can be like, you know what? I actually catch on really quick, and I'm really good at this, and I'm really good at that, and I could probably have a list. But prior to being in this community, I shied away from that completely. I never had anything good to say about myself in a job. I knew on the inside I'd be good. I could do this, I could do that, but I could never say it. Whereas now, people push you so much. They're like, no, like you can do this. No. Shh, stop saying that. And, the mindset switch. And instead of this, say this. And now it just comes out naturally, right?
Exactly.
Most of the time.
It's huge.
Oh, my goodness.
The personal growth that we go through here it's like night and day. It's like you flick on a switch and all of a sudden you're still the same person, but you're so much brighter.
You're just a better version of you.
Yeah.
A more positive version of you. And I think that's big. I think, but it's like we found this business that came with a personal development program or something. It just brought out the best in us, That's what 100%. I always say to everybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that was one of my biggest surprises was when I joined the business. Of course, we all join. At first, we think we're joining for the money. Like, I want more money. I want more money so I can do more things with my kids or grandkids or, but when you come in and you get the community, but on top of that, just how it changes you and trickles into your life was probably the best surprise for me.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, because I see it in my kids, and Jennifer sees it in Felix, and through these interviews, we've heard it over and over again how much it's changed people's families, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, through our masterminds, and I love that trickle effect. Mm-hmm. And we always have, we've said it a couple of times, like our founders in the business, I don't think they realize, like we have a community of over 110,000 now. That's huge. Now,
it is huge.
If each of those 110,000 people makes the difference, or, if they change their mindset or they're positive because they're in our community, which let's be honest, 95% of them probably have.
Yeah.
They're going to push that outward in the world. I don't think they realize the impact that this is truly having.
The ripple effect. Wow.
Yeah. And to be a part of that is really crazy.
Yeah.
I find also with this, like, I said, it's the community, but you know what? The training has also been absolutely incredible. Like, not only that training is incredible. Like, it's not, before I came here, I had joined a different company, and they made me pay $1,500 for their training, which was outdated. It was just garbage training, old videos that had never been updated in years. And I mean, now we have updated training. It's incredible. I mean, everybody in this business seems to want everybody to succeed.
Yeah.
And it's just such a beautiful support. And those masterminds, I mean, what an opportunity to talk with people who've gone before you and learn from them as well, right?
Yeah. Nobody's scared to share their success and what got them there or how they did.
Like, this is just so alien in the beginning to me but it's just so the way I would think as well. I really believe you lift people up, you don't push people down, and this is what
Yeah.
they do. So
Yeah.
that's pretty incredible. So we all get to be independent, but we have all these mentors, not just a mentor that's assigned to us, but the whole community are a bunch of mentors. You know,
Yeah.
you can pop up and ask anybody a question.
Yeah.
And that's incredible.
I came from, so I've worked in photography, I've worked in retail, and recently prior to this business, I was in insurance. And it's like a dog eat dog world out there for insurance. So it was like night and day, like a complete 180 when I came into this community, because for a couple of years in insurance, you have quotas to meet, you have to bring in clients, you've got teams that don't support each other and work against each other continuously, you know, and then you come here and you have, it's just like everybody's just hugging you all the time.
Yeah.
And it's we had this quote. Karen reminded me of the quote last week. Karen Seaton, who's in our comments. I can't compete with you because I want you to win too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's huge. And it's all over, like you said, in our training. It's our masterminds. You know, we have newbie Tuesdays for newer people to help them, get them a little kickstart into their business. There's just so many avenues for learning and for succeeding. There really is a no excuses.
I was just going to say the same thing. There's no way people can't learn and succeed
Yeah.
unless it's on them, because everything has been given to them.
Yeah.
The tools are out there.
Yeah.
They're right at their fingertips. So there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Another thing that I really like too is we don't just share all of the successes. It's also the things that make us learn. And I wouldn't call it failures, but it's the things that push us to make us look at something in a different way, or, you know, different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And we're willing to share those with other people too. You know what I mean? So it's not all just the rah-rah all the time. We actually get deep and we share those things. So it's the full picture of everything, you know. And it makes, and each of us, we all learn different ways, and different things work for different people, right? We're not all just on one specific track trying to compete with each other. There's so many, it's so wide, you know, and we're all going in different ways, but we're doing it together. So it's pretty.
Yeah.
I don't compete at all. I compete with myself. That's it.
Yeah.
I make goals on myself. Okay, you did this, now do this.
Yeah.
So that's how I try to push myself forward. Because if I compete with other people, I feel like I'm going to fall short and get discouraged. So I just compete with myself.
Yeah. Well, and that's important. It's important to keep in mind, because I find some people come in and they're, you know, oh, well, how come she's here already and he's here, and what am I doing, and how do I get there, and why am I not there? But we are continuously telling people, don't compare yourself to other people, because my journey is my journey. Crystal's journey is Crystal's journey. Jennifer's journey is her journey.
Yeah.
Karen, Shelly, Liz, anybody in the comments. I mean, anybody who comes into this business, their journey is their individual process.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely different and unique to every person that comes in. I think the biggest thing is to come in, and like we always say, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a business. You build a foundation. You join our community, and you have absolutely everything at your fingertips, like Crystal was saying, but you have to work it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a business.
Yeah.
You know, you can't rely on anybody for your success except for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, the only way you're not going to succeed in this one is if you quit.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
Yeah. Isn't it true that there are so many online opportunities that are less than desirable? It's so amazing to have an opportunity that's supportive and real.
Absolutely.
And it's absolutely real. It's true. And, you know, our founders and the leaders in our community, everybody that comes in, they have to know that they're coming into a community that is based on integrity.
Yeah.
And the transparency is, I mean, there's so many people here with us. You can't make it out. I mean, the transparency is just right in front of us, you know. It really is. Like, we are who we are, and that's what makes it wonderful, is because we're bringing so many flavors to the table. Like, it's I don't know, I've I've never been so excited in my life about something to actually like wake up. I mean, how many people can really relate to wanting to wake up and go to work every single day? I mean, most of us drag our feet because it's not that fun. We're just doing it because we got to do it. But here, we wake up and we're excited, and we get to really design our days how we want to see them.
Yeah. We're having a conversation in our house right now. So my 16-year-old has interviewed for an apprenticeship this week.
Nice.
And he's got it if he wants it, but it's for his second choice career, like he would put it second to becoming an automotive technician right now. And so we've been having a lot of conversations, and I don't know if I would have had this same mindset prior to becoming a business owner, but I've been telling him that quote that goes around, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
It's true.
So I'm telling him at 16, like, don't settle.
Yeah.
Don't settle. Like, don't take the first thing that comes along if you don't want to do it. Or like, our mindset has completely evolved into this. I'm not stuck in a 9-to-5 forever. You're not stuck in a 9-to-5 forever. This isn't your forever. I'm not hounding into my kids that you have to have a career. Like, you're 16, you need a job. You need to know your future. You need to have your crap in order because you're 16. And now it's like, you know what? In 5 years, you might not want to do it. It's okay. You might not know what you want to do right now. That's okay.
That's right.
You know what? Like, I'm proud of you for wanting to do this and for trying, but just know that this isn't forever, and it's okay to change your mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need a career right now. I mean, like, I know so many people, even myself, when I joined insurance in my 30s, that was when I actually found something that I really liked, insurance, but it wasn't what I wanted to do forever.
Yeah.
And now this business, I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm 38 this year. I'm 38 this year.
My age.
And I'm 38 this year, and I'm like, I'm just now finding what I'm really passionate about.
Yep.
And I never had the support behind me to say it's not going to happen tomorrow, and it's okay to change your mind, and it's okay to not have a career, and it's going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that with our children too, for them to see us doing what we're doing and have that open mind, stuff like that. We're not programming them to be like, okay, you have to go to school, you have to graduate, you have to go to college, you have to get like, this job or this career. Be open to what fits you, like who you are. We're all so unique that, our parents sometimes have this idea of who we should be, and we're not that person at all.
Yeah.
So allowing them to watch us be able to like do something we're so passionate about gives them that as well, of like, follow their dreams.
Yeah.
And it may change. That's okay.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's definitely, it's really fun to watch. Just watch life evolve before you when you've changed your mind.
Yeah.
To what we
The
have.
fun part too of this business is that we can get our families involved. I mean, I took my grandson out to the 9-year-old grandson. The other ones would just go crazy. We went canoeing one day, and then we shot video. He said, "Can I shoot it for you?" Yeah. You push the button. You tell me when to go, and da da da. He loved it. He loved it. I was getting him involved as much as I can. And bless the hearts of my children who've allowed me to post pictures of my grandchildren online, because they truly are my why. I want to be able to spend as much time with them as I possibly can.
Yeah.
So
It's fun to watch them learn, because he's learning the business. At 9 years old, he's learning how to run a business.
Yeah.
He
says to me, "Grandma, why are you doing this?" I said, "So that I have more time with you."
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's shoot this video.
Let's
get
do this again. Yeah. Can I come back tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, you have to start a YouTube channel with him, hey?
Oh, I will. Don't worry. I'm going to. One thing at a time.
Yeah, right. It's wonderful to have them involved.
Oh, that's really good, Jennifer. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree completely. It's a different world that we live in,
It's different than what I grew up in, that's for sure.
Yeah, the world has changed. It's not going to stop changing. The internet changes every day. There's more and more social media platforms out there every year. The opportunities are completely endless to working online. You just have to find the one that is legit, like us.
Yeah.
You have to weed through the ones that are out there trying to,
Yeah.
And luckily, we are a part of a huge blessing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
well, we've reached about the half-hour mark, and Crystal, I have a question for you.
Okay.
We always ask people who come on with us, for everyone out there who is feeling stuck right now, stuck in life, love, work, whatever. What would your advice be to those people today?
Well, I have been there, so I can say you have to start looking within yourself, find out who you are, because that's how you come out of everything. Life is all about that's how we perceive our surroundings. A lot of times we can't change other people. So if you're stuck in your job and you're unhappy, then find a way to get yourself out of a job, right? Thing you love. When people say, well, I can't do it, you can always find time. Stop watching television.
Yeah.
There's lots of time in the day. Or I have children. Well, then find something that you can do with your children, around your children. You could still work a part-time job or business, which is what I chose to do. But it ultimately comes back to you. You have to start looking within you. The best thing, I know people hate the pandemic, but the best thing about the pandemic is that I had to learn to find me again and love me again. And when I learned to love me again and find me again, my whole attitude changed. And the things that bothered me before don't bother me anymore.
Yep.
Because you're more positive. You have to find, whatever it is, if it's your faith, yourself, use it to help lift you up. Surround yourself with wonderful, positive people, and everything will happen nicely. But you have to want it too.
Yeah.
You have to.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I always tell my kids, life isn't going to happen for you. You need to make it happen. Like the life that you want is out there. You have to make it happen.
Yeah, life doesn't. Nothing in this world will fall into your lap unless you win the lottery. But then you've probably spent hundreds of thousands of dollars already. But nothing in this world falls in your lap. Happiness doesn't just fall into your lap. You create it. You create it by either changing you, because like I said, you can't change the people around you, or you change your circumstances.
Yeah.
It's all in control. We are the drivers in the car of life,
Yeah.
Yeah. We steer which direction. You don't like it? You're going left and you don't like it? Well, then go right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to want it and have to make it. Exactly.
Exactly.
That's like we always say, we hear it all the time on our masterminds and in our team meetings, and when we do meetups and stuff. If your why is big enough, then you're gonna make it happen.
Absolutely. You have to be proactive.
You need to absolutely find your why. You need to ask yourself. There's Jennifer, I think you ask yourself is it the 7? You ask yourself why 5 or 7 times or something.
7 times.
Why did we start this business? Well, we wanted money. Well, why do we want money? We wanted more time with our kids. Well, why do you want more time? Why? 7 times, and that's your why. So
because it gets down to that really deep personal level. Exactly.
So if you are watching this today, that is, I'm going to put out a challenge to you today to ask yourself why 7 times. Why do you want change?
And write it down.
Yeah. Write it down and figure out the steps to get there. And it's not about getting there. It's not about that final destination. It is 110% about your journey to get there.
The journey there. It's so worth it, isn't it?
Getting to the root, because that's where things grow.
Yeah. And you know what? The challenges that you're going to face along the way are absolutely a part of your journey, and don't let them stop you.
Well, and have people around you that help lift you up, because you know what? If something is dragging you down and you have support, you can get through that.
Mhm.
I love it.
For sure you can.
Well, thank you, ladies. This is
Thank you. I love
I didn't
it.
drink my coffee, but I will now.
You have to go heat it up. I always heat up mine.
I drink it cold. Not cold, I don't care. As long as it doesn't burn my tongue, I'll drink it anyway.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on with us this week, Crystal. And I'm so excited. This was, week 15 out of 16. So high five, ladies.
Woo!
And you guys, we hope you have a wonderful weekend. And we will be back again next week for week 16 out of 17. And thanks for joining us.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Have a great weekend. Bye.